Hello, it is currently May 10th, 2018. Hope that you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I cannot believe it's May 10th already. Lots of actual happiness and joy coming in today, as well into the rest of the week. So I absolutely love that. That's just like making me super happy. So turning on your music, doing a little dance, or shaking and shouting, it's really important. So living your life in freedom, really working on dreams, goal setting. If there's something you want to say, you need to say it. This is the kind of energy that we need, right? So building up the courage to speak out in public, or maybe it is like drowning out your sorrow in something, but that's what you need to kind of do right now. It's like, don't be afraid to get grounded in whatever shape or form you need. So letting go of judgment. I've been picking up that judgment energy since yesterday as well. But I didn't say anything because I was a little reluctant to say something. So we're going to start speaking up our minds. Speak your truth. That sort of thing. Let it out. Shout it out. Just scream it out. Whatever way you need to let it out, do it. This is not a time to hold back. I think I'm making that clear. It could be money related, like finances. It could be that you're feeling distant from certain people. People who seek truth right now and balance are really important for you to be around. So if you feel like you're avoiding people that are truth seekers, truth tellers, just acknowledge that, like, if you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to be around people that are asking me too many questions, well, why? Like, you should be comfortable and just being yourself, speaking your truth, that sort of thing. So it's kind of causing us to like hook up with people, like the synchronicities in life. So maybe we're acknowledging that it's important that we feel like there's a path in our life and that sort of thing. So Eight of Pentacles, I so much love this card. I'm finally feeling like there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's freedom in people's lives. So, you know, I know it's not my job to like care about people's like outcomes and their healing and all that stuff, because I'm just a, messenger or person along people's paths, helping them, guide them, that sort of thing. But of course I love and care about people, so I'm gonna like care a little bit about how you're doing and what's going on. That's why I'm creating more support groups and that sort of thing. So we're kind of checking in with people. It's not about are you following through with your endeavors, it's more about like a self-reflection time actually, where you're like, am I happy, that sort of thing. Am I doing what I want to be doing? It's not, do I have to do this, do I want to do this? So this is why we're being challenged by the Eight of Pentacles. So if anybody knows anything about tarot, I am pulling out the old tarot back into my life. Yes, these are like gifts of gold of some sort, where there's some healing around it. It's like, okay, I'm finally like tapping into my, sixth sense, or for some people it's your third sense. You're just like hearing things more clearly. You're seeing the whole picture, that sort of thing. So again, going back, if you're reluctant to say something, now is the time. Very much heart related. Oh, I love these cards. So even though like in tarot, certain cards mean certain things, even I did a video, it would have been yesterday, because even though I'm doing this the day before, it still would have been if you're watching this on the 10th, on the 9th, and I was having a brain fart. I was like, oh, what sign is this? And then I realized it absolutely doesn't matter, because although I'm reading tarot, it's still like similar to angel cards. We're just reading the energy, so it's not always going to mean the same interpretation. So many people are caught up in that everyday stuff. I think we're finally shifting out of like, who cares what that card means? I know what that card means, so that's how I'm going to read it. So we're taking ownership, and that's where the freedom's coming from. See, with the Two of Pentacles. So also came up yesterday. This card did. The other one didn't, but this one did. And it was related to relationships and balance and that sort of thing. That's why money's coming through, because if you're in a marriage or relationship, sometimes we share money, or even if we have our own family or we're by ourselves, we may think that, oh, everything would be cheaper if I lived with a partner. Maybe not necessarily. So just weighing out your pros and cons, making selections based on productivity as well. Like, am I productive in this, or am I productive in that? I'd say that should be your ruler. Am I productive in this, or am I not? Or am I productive in this, or am I productive in that? So go towards the one that you feel most guided to, all right? That's where your strength is going to come in hand. It's like, okay, I'm doing this based on, you know, not just what makes me feel good, but I'm actually really good at this too. So we want that combination. And there's just so much judgment. So it could be like you're in a really good place and there's still so much judgment. And that could be because somebody said something to you in the past. So we're clearing out all that clutter and junk in our head. So I think a lot of people that have been following me and that sort of thing on Facebook are now realizing that, like, I repeat myself because there are certain things that just keep coming up, and it keeps coming up until you get the message, kind of thing. And then as we get new people, we'll share that same energy. As we get, you know, some of the older people, like people that have been around a little bit longer, they'll need new things. So it's this like beautiful cycle where we get to like in with the new, out with the old, shifting, but still for some people they're on day one, you know, first day. What the heck is all this stuff? Like year 203,000, someone who feels like their soul's been alive forever, saying like, get with the program. But there's no judgment there from that person. It's just we're all in it on a different level, okay, guys? So acknowledge, like, not just be kind to your neighbor and all that stuff, which Reiki principles have, like lots of religions have, but it's more about like getting your mindset on something in an exciting way, not in a forceful way. Now everything's always changing as well. So when I do general readings, as you know, we have personal readings for more specific energy. So that's why when I talk about topics as well, I kind of just, you know, some people, it's going back to those classes, right? Like some people are just starting and then other people are way ahead of the other person. So I work one-on-one normally, typically, because I think it's best to like work with the person's energy rather than, you know, being with someone that's not always at the same level. Whereas there are also benefits to getting together. You know, if you speak out in public, there may be somebody that says, "Ugh, I don't like you." Okay, that's okay. You need to even say that if you want. And it's like a big thing would be like, if you have an opinion that you want to express, speak out in public and share it and go deeper. Go even deeper. It's beyond amazing when people go deeper with their stuff because you're unraveling things. It's like, oh, why do you think this way? Why do you feel that way? There's a positive energy around analyzing this upcoming week as well. So I didn't even do my weekly reading yet, but I'm half tempted to do that right now because I think we're going to find that energy is beautiful because it's like a little bit outside of the box, but a little bit comforting to know that that energy's coming, all right? The Fool. Fools rush in. That's not how the song goes, but that's what I feel like singing. Fear, fear, fear. So day one, the Fool walks in the deck of tarot. As everybody knows that knows tarot, the Fool is number one. But is the Fool strike one? Are you making mistakes? Do you know what you're doing? Does it matter? Probably not. This guy really likes to laugh. He likes to have a good time. He's not really aware of things, but he's also interested in becoming aware of things. So he's very lighthearted and he cares, but he doesn't care. And you could call that, oh, you're just not aware of anything yet, so that's why you think everything's fun and games. And then there's that alternative is it's like, yeah, but I also like know what I have and I'm confident in that, so like that's where I feel like I can speak my mind and I can speak out and that sort of thing because we're allowed to. And so the fear energy is people telling you you couldn't in your past or when you were a child, but our spiritual selves know that it's completely okay to, you know, be destructive and then clean up the party. So have the party, clean up the party. Wax on, wax off. We need to make the mess to clean up the mess. The point is, maybe next time we'll make less of a mess because we know how much work it is to clean that mess up. And so that's where we're kind of learning little steps in the chapter of tarot. And we're just kind of like, all right, well, here's my Fool. And then what do we have? Oh, the Emperor. So very masculine energy. This is a leadership quality. This is a person who people, for the most part, respect because they're teaching them little principles and things about life. You know, I've been talking so much about music lately, listening to lyrics, that sort of thing. Trust that you're hearing the words that you need to hear, the messages that you need to hear. If you're a religious person, and you're worried and you're feeling a little bit negative because of that, that sort of thing, make the wish, all right? Put forward, help children, be kind, you know, to your neighbor and to animals. And being a kind person just means that that's enough. And if you judge yourself, that's also a negative attribute. So we may feel like it's okay to be a little hard on myself, you know, I deserve it. No, you don't. Self-love is most important. So getting some recognition around your talent is really coming through. And I love that these cards are starting to give me even stronger messages now, because I used to kind of like limit myself in what they meant, but I'm learning that there's so much more to them. So it's very cool. And same with yourself. If you know anything about tarot, pick up the messages that you need to. That's why I'm starting to show you these cards. People may feel like they're being ripped off, and that's where some of the negative energy is coming from. It's kind of like, oh, you did this to me, that sort of thing. And okay, yeah, that's great, you know, but the story is getting a little bit old. That's why we have the kings and the emperor, and we have this strong energy. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to let you do that to me anymore. So working on those dreams, and those dreams have to be pretty big. I started setting some goals and little intentions for myself, and it's easy for us to have that little piece in our mind saying, well, that's not possible. And I'm like, well, why isn't it? So, you know, making sure that you're telling yourself, no, I am worth that. And don't have that, even if you have like that much doubt, let go of that doubt. Because I think for some people, the reason why the blue is coming up is it's trusting. Trusting that you're worthy, trusting that you're powerful. That's giving me chills, and I want to end it on that. So I hope that you guys have an awesome day. I enjoyed doing this reading so much, and take care. Bye.